So it's time to start cleaning things up over here. A few weeks before Summer Institute, and it's time to take a look at what work shifts are available and what work shifts still need to be, um, are good, already complete. So we're looking at Sunday. As you can see, we've got our tabs set up, and each day. So starting with Sunday first. Of course, Sunday, when we fill work shifts, we always try to fill first day as much as possible, second day. So we try and fill them by day. And then as we get towards Tuesday or so, we kind of try to spread things out. So the first 3 days are kind of intense. We want to make sure everybody's comfortable, everybody's happy. And then as we get towards the end of the week, um, we lighten things up with the most critical ones, depending on our personnel. And Saturday, you'll see there's a handful of work shifts. And to be honest with you, if they get filled in, that would be surprising. Because most people, it's Saturday, everyone's packed up, ready to head out. They're going to go to closing ceremonies, and they might need some help in the cafeteria. So I might try and fill that shift. But for the most part, people will go get their food and just kind of start moving. Most people will move themselves out unless they ask for help specifically. They manage to get the stuff out of the dorms as well. But let's go back to Sunday. All right. As you can see, I made my cursors a little bit bigger. Okay. So as you can see, we're scrolling, and what I did was I filled these in based on the same work shifts that we did last year. So when you archive this work, this sign up genius, thank you. When you archive this, you'll be able to go back into it. You'll have to reactivate it, but you'll be able to go back in and you will look at the work shifts that people do. And these are generally work shifts that we do, um, that the same people do every year. So, for example, Paul DeFranco is a triage nurse. Paul does get paid to do this, but it's a 24-hour, 7 days a week job for the most part. So, the pittance that he gets paid to do this job for the full week, um, the best we could do for him is just give him that as his work shift as well and just kind of excuse him from future work shifts. John Roderheffer will come in and they hang the banners. We have some new people now. The Morses are hanging banners in the church after opening ceremonies. Hal Walker always puts on a great concert for us on Monday with friends and everything else. The community loves it. That's his work shift because, whether he gets paid or not, which he actually does get paid to be the accompanist during services. So this is like an extra thing that he does. Deborah Boyd is on the committee, but she loves doing hymn sing, and everybody loves Deborah. So that's her work shift. Warren Brown, again, just like Paul DeFranco, he's there every service, every day, recording, making sure everything's working. So gets paid very little. We give him that as his work shift. Same with Scott Pifo with this work shift. And then the board all get a pass on work shifts because they're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If any of your relatives are on the committee, you won't see them at all during the week. Finally, we have a doc on call. It used to be Kathy Key. She's not coming this year. Jay Clem, who's actually a dermatologist, has agreed to do it this year in case of emergencies. So these, as you can see, are work shifts that are the same pretty much every year. In the past, also, we've had a live band, and that we give that to them as their work shift. But you can deal with that should that situation come up. All right. As you can see, we've got some people filling in I'll do anythings. And what I'll do is when we get close to SI, we're going to put everybody in I'll do anything. And I'll send out some emails and say, hey, you need to get a work shift because if you don't, I'm going to start assigning you work shifts. So people start to sign up for work shifts. I sent out an email yesterday, created a lot of confusion, kind of my fault. But anyway, the In Touch group we've already talked about. These are, again, people who are in charge of the youth. Endless job for the whole week. And then as you can see, all the other work shifts have kind of filled in for the week, for the Sunday. This is Sunday. So we've got 7 of 12 slots filled in for movement assistance. Kind of important. We try and get them all. Um, But oh, right here you see Rick Gentry has 2 people, so it's actually 8. And I'm going to clean this up in a second here. I'll show you how to do that. Let's see. So again, scrolling down, we've got workshops filled in. These are the dorm parties. I'm filling these in. Okay, every dorm has to have about 2 people that host a icebreaker, and this requires us to contact these people. A lot of times, it's the same people that did it in the past year, um, and so they'll do it again. And these late registration assistants are filled. So let's quickly go to take a look at if we have access. And you'll have access next year to some data. And the data will be, this is something else because I'm volunteering for something. This is my school email. But the data that you'll have is, well, I don't have it right now. I'll show it to you in the next video. Which is actually all the participants at SI currently and whether they're getting paid, where they're staying, etc. So here's our email. As you can see, I'm getting notifications. I'm sure you're getting them as well. And you may be getting also copies of these emails or email responses. So yesterday, due to a poorly worded email from me, set off a little bit of a mini panic. For example, if I'm going down here, some people say, I already have a work shift, um, so I shouldn't be getting this email, etc. That sort of thing. Um, so like I said, set off a little bit of a panic. This is like the new, as you can see, the new version. Here it is. Okay. So we got 32 emails. I am signed up to help newcomers. There seems to be a problem, and then they'll send me the email, copy, etc. So let's fix this. How do you send emails through this system? The old system, well, this is SignUp Genius. We're sending emails directly through SignUp Genius. You can see right here, it says send a message. Click on send a message, and it's going to upload the email. In this particular case, we're just going with email people participating in a sign up. Okay. It'll open up the workshops, and this is Sunday workshops. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we link it to everybody. Okay, so we're gonna, that's not right. It should be OMDSI, select signups. Bye guys. Let's see, link to specific my main account, sign up index page. Oh, that worked yesterday. I did it right yesterday. Okay. Select tag group 2018 Summer Institute. There we go. 2018 Summer Institute Workshop. So again, select signups, link to specific tab group, select your tab group, 2018 Summer Institute. That's all the people in all the tabs. And then here's my email. And again, I can copy you if I want to. So I'll copy you on this particular one. Select people. We're going to select everybody. People in the specific group. And in this case, it's going to be OMDSI 2018. Okay. And you can select individuals as well. So, Workshift confusion. Let's do SignUp Genius confusion. SignUp Genius confusion. And here's what I want to say. Yesterday, I sent out an email asking folks to sign up for Workshifts due to poor wording on my part. A small panic ensued. Do not worry. If you already signed up, your Workshift is recorded.